What's up guys, SAPdude here, and this is the next third video about plant maintenance basics. Today we continue our journey with master data of plant maintenance. We will talk about materials. If you are new here, check out the previous videos and make sure you follow the channel. Alright, let's get straight into the topic. First of all, let's see what SAP defines as a material. Materials represent object categories, not individual objects. They are maintained for asset management activities for all spare parts, pieces of equipment and maintenance assemblies which are suitable for storage. Exactly, the last three words are really important here. Suitable for storage. That's it when it comes to theoretical stuff. Let's cut this here and jump into practice. We will visit our client. If you don't know him yet, again, check out the previous videos of this series. Another day at the Texas workshop, we are in the parts repair area. Let's see the other room. I will show you a vehicle which is being used by workers of this workshop. And I think this is a GMC, silver GMC. Alright, so we have a problem here, a huge one actually. The engine is damaged and it has to be replaced. I will pop the hood and let's investigate the engine from the visual perspective, because you see most of the parts are like brand new, but the thing is that inside the engine got damaged really badly and it has to be replaced. So actually there is a lot of work to be done. We got to deinstall the old engine, build a new one and then install it, and of course to test if everything works fine. So yeah, I will close it, and coming back to the previous area where we repair our parts, we also have a engine stand there. Yeah, it's here. And here we will build our new engine. Alright, it's gonna be a V8, and as you see we already have an engine block in place. It's brand new. So let's proceed with the build. I want to install the crankshaft first and other stuff. It means I need to have it in the storage room, so then I can use it, and in the future in SAP I can also see it there. And I will show you now the inventory. We see there is a lot of stuff in the warehouse. We got wheels and other car parts. Above you also see different categories like engine related, suspension related. Here we don't have anything, brakes related, exhaust related, and so on. We are looking for a crankshaft, and it's here. Alright, currently we have only one piece, and this is what we also mean in SAP. Spare parts which are stock managed, they are materials in SAP. So let's say I'm a mechanic and now I will build this engine. So we need many parts. Crankshaft is the first one. So what I did, I took the crankshaft from the storage, because as you see we have it available, and I will just install it in the block. Alright, great. The next thing is to place the pistons. So first of all I will rotate the block. Alright, and from this side I can install the pistons with convert. Again, I place the piston with convert. Piston rings, and it's placed. Alright, it's a V8 engine, so we need 7 pistons. Well, let's try to install the next one. But actually we got the information you don't have the necessary parts. What does it mean? It means we don't have it in storage, and this fact we have to report now to our purchasing department, for instance, and they will buy the missing spare parts. It also means we cannot continue building our engine. That's why we have ERP systems like SAP, where you can plan your work and such things won't happen in the future. So you will have your spare parts available. You could also set a safety stock. It means you want to have at least 20 crankshafts or 20 or even 50 pistons available in storage, no matter whether you need them or not. In your SAP career you will hear such terms like purchasing requisition, MRP, purchasing orders, and others. We won't discuss it today. The goal is that you understand why we need materials in SAP, and I hope it's clear for you now. Each material in SAP has its own material number and many data from many areas like purchasing, logistics, accounting, and so on. Let's jump to the system and create the crankshaft for our V8 engine. Okay, we have our Fiori launchpad and we see two tiles, create material and manage product master data. I will select the first one, and this one is just a web GUI version of transaction MM01. So if you have a GUI, just open T-code MM01 and you will have the same screen. All right. We have some fields. What we have to select right now, first of all, industry sector. For me, it's mechanical engineering, and for plant maintenance related materials, in most of the cases, it will be M. Material type. This one is really crucial because it's necessary to select a material type. We will create a crankshaft, and it's a spare part. But of course, as you may imagine, in SAP you have many other types of materials. You have finished product, you have raw materials, and many others. In PM, we use mostly ERSA, and you will also see something like EBO, maintenance assemblies. But for this, I encourage you to follow the channel and we will discuss it in next videos. All right, let's press enter, and you see a pop-up with some data. So we have some views, basic data 1, 2, classification, purchasing, blah, blah, blah. All right. Each of these tabs represents some area for which you want to maintain master data. Let's imagine you have this crankshaft and you want to purchase it in the future from someone, some external company. So it makes sense to maintain master data in the purchasing tab, right? Let's say you want to plan crankshaft in the future. So you want to have some kind of stock level or anything. This is where MRP kicks in. So we have many views which we use for different purposes. For instance, accounting, here you keep information about the price, standard price or moving average price of this component or this spare part. Okay, what I will do, I will just select everything and I will click this icon. All right. Now we have to enter the plant, so I will enter TX01, which is for Texas, and I press enter. We are inside, we see many fields, many tabs, but no worries. We see with the asterisks what is required, what is mandatory, so let's start with the description. This is crankshaft V8. I also have to enter the basic unit of measure. It will be based on pieces, PC, material group 01. And okay, I enter 01, but of course in your case, in your productive system, you won't have it. I mean, it's your job to align with material management team what kind of material groups you should select for specific spare parts. Yeah. Again, if you want to dive deep into the integration points between different teams, modules, and so on, follow the channel, check the description of the video, and it will be a good start. All right, let's go below. We don't see any mandatory fields here. I will press enter, so then I switch to next step. Here we can enter some data, but we won't do it. Enter classification. I don't want to maintain classification for this material. This is some SPP basic data. We don't need it. What we want to maintain is make sure that the purchasing tab is maintained. Okay, we have pieces, we have material group. We can enter the processing time of goods received, but we don't have. Let's press enter. I will go to purchase order text. Here we can enter the crankshaft V8. So basically this text will be visible in purchase order. All right, press enter. Let's go to MRP, because here you see we have to enter MRP type. For now I will select ND, which is basically no MRP. I pressed enter. Here we have other information for MRP. Basically for MRP we have 4 tabs, so I will press enter and the system tells me what should I enter. Availability check, there is no availability check for me right now, so I will enter KP, which stands for no availability check. MRP 4. All right, We don't want to use advanced planning or any others of these tabs, or forecasting, for instance. These are used mostly for production planning. Let's go to plan data. We can press enter again. What we will do, we will just jump to accounting. So you see we have many fields available, many tabs, but it doesn't mean we have to maintain everything, every single tab, yeah? But the crucial ones are, of course, the basic data. In MRPs, you have something. In accounting, you have to enter the evaluation class. It's, again, something that you have to align this time with controlling. So for me, the evaluation class will be 3040. I pressed enter. System asks me to enter the price per unit of this crankshaft. I could do it, but there's also a dedicated transaction, MR21, if I remember, which is used by controlling, and that way it's better to evaluate the price or set it. I will not do it in this view. All right. That's it. So it seems that everything's fine. If you work in a multi-language environment, you of course can enter a description, for instance, in German or any other language. So we have to jump to additional data, and here you just enter the language and the material description. Yeah. You can also define units of measure. Let's say as a basic one is pieces, but if these crankshafts come to you in pallets, you can define that one pallet is, for instance, I don't know, 100 pieces. Yeah, or maybe that's too many, but yeah. You can also do it. Let's save the material, and the material with the number is created. Okay, this part is done. The second way of creating a material in SAP is by using Fiori application manage product master data. Let's open it, and I will add some comments here. So basically this is something new, because SAP now presents material as a product. So there's some switch between the old school to this new school, and that's why when you ask me, I don't use this app right now. Yeah, of course this is something that it may change in the future, but 99% of companies, they use the classical way, MM01 transaction. Yeah, but I just wanted to mention that such Fiori app exists. So if we press go button, we would see all the products, all the materials here. I will just click the create button, and we see there is a different view basically than in this MM01 transaction. We can enter product type, which is ERSA in our case. Base unit of measure will be PC. Description, I will enter crankshaft one more time. And I will press OK. So you see again some tabs, but in a different view. And okay, I will not go into details and create this material one more time via this Fiori app. But yeah, basically my goal was to show you that this kind of creating also exists, right? Here, for instance, you can create this material for specific plants. Yeah, I will create, and we can enter the details. So in my case, it will be Texas, and so on. Yeah, and we also see what kind of fields are required for specific section. Again, we see MRP type, availability check, and so on. So this app uses all the data from as it is in MM01 transaction, but in a different view. So yeah, let's skip it. I just wanted to mention it. I hope it's clear now how to create a material. Of course, in your future projects, you may face different ways of creating materials. For instance, companies very often have some kind of external tool which allows them to quickly and massively create materials in SAP. So MM01 or any Fiori app, it's not the case every time. So I just wanted also to mention this fact. All right, that's it. Let's go back to the workshop. All right, and that's it for now. The topic of materials is a really huge one, as it touches every area of your company, mainly production planning department, as they produce things and need raw materials, etc. But it also touches materials management, plant maintenance for instance when it comes to spare parts and assemblies. There are many other aspects which you have to keep in mind, like batch management, serial numbers, or refurbishment process, which is part of maintenance. If you want to see more, consider subscribing, check out the description below, and yeah, see you in the next video.